It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective, and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Welcome back to Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio and presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Stoke Propane, the Bank of Billings, Labor's Local 663 Shelter Insurance, Great Southern Bank, and Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks. And to that end, our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment, we go to the St. Louis area and Eureka High School and head football coach Jacob Sumner. And Coach Sumner, thanks so much for your time today.
Hey, thank you for having us on.
You get a big win on Friday night for Zumwalt West, 43-28. Tell us a little bit about that contest.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster ride. We had coming out first half, kind of had some struggles at first. Those first game kind of wrinkles to work out. Came back out, left at halftime, still had some wrinkles to work out, and ended up down 21 at one point in the game. And thanks to this guy next to us, came back, scored about 43 unanswered points, I believe, in the back end there. 38 unanswered points. I'm not a math guy here, but came back and had just a great finish with our boys, and just overall proud of attitude, effort, just the way that those guys battled back from 21. Pretty impressive job.
Tell us just a little bit about your team, and we'll get to Kevin here shortly, but a little bit about your team, kind of break it down, what you have returning and what you had to replace off of last year's team because of graduation.
Yeah, we had a great group last year, and obviously getting back our feet under us after the COVID year. Had a good team last year, and then moving forward this year, just another group of seasoned guys. Kevin, first-year starter last year for us, coming back as a returner, obviously a big piece of what we do offensively. We got returned about 5 guys with varsity playing time on our offensive line, 2 of which are pretty big guys, and all of us, I think we're about 6'2", 260 average across the board. So pretty nice, big seasoned group up front. Returned a couple nice skill guys offensively. Nice tight end, 2 tight ends kind of rotating in there, Trenton Groff and Connor Quinn, and some other guys in that mix. So a lot of guys with playing time. Defensively, same. Got a good linebacking quarterback. A couple guys up front, Phil Flanders Calvin, and Marion Thomas, and just Alan Brown on the back end, who's one of our skill guys on offense too, as a returner. So pretty good group coming back. And, although they're skilled, they're just a great group of kids. And, just like many of the groups around here that we've been blessed with, these guys believe in each other and, believe in the process and work hard all off season. So excited to have them.
And just a little bit about your background for the viewers. How long have you been at Eureka? Where'd you go to high school and college, and what led you to Eureka?
So that's kind of a loaded question. I've been in Eureka since 1988 when my dad started coaching here. My dad coached here for 26 years. So I kind of joke with the guys. I'm like, I've done every job in this program. I've been a towel boy all the way up to the what I get to do now. But I graduated Eureka in 2002, played football here. Went on, played 4 years at Lindenwood University in the Coach Ross era. And then after I graduated, I've been back here at Eureka for 17 years coaching, and then going on 8 years as the head football coach this year.
Well, outstanding. We got a guy next to you. And again, we're visiting with the Eureka head football coach Jacob Sumner here on our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment. And to that end, introduce this young man sitting beside you.
This is Kevin Emanuel. This is our starting running back for us. Wonderful young man, very impressive football player.
Kevin, first off, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network and Chevrolet, I want to congratulate you on being named Week 1 Athlete of the Week. 28 carries, 321 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Tell us about your night.
I mean, it's an honor. I mean, playing with the guys up front and, seeing the way they took over, and I just had to take advantage of what was given to me. I mean, the holes are just wide open. I had to go.
Outstanding. During the evening, did you realize the yardage that you were piling up?
I mean, no, I was just worried about, getting back, on our feet and just really chopping wood. Coach Watson, coordinator, kept saying that. We just kept chopping wood, and just happened afterwards. Well, I think on Saturday I figured out it was 300 yards, and I was like, wow, that's something.
Yeah, it was. Were you wore out?
I mean, you get like the adrenaline rush. You don't really feel it. I mean, and it's just yeah. I mean, that Saturday I felt it. Had some recovery done on the Sunday, so I was just ready for the week.
Yeah, I played with a young man in high school, and he had a 300-yard game. And somebody asked him, "Man, that had to have been hard carrying the ball for 300 yards." And his response was, "The ball ain't heavy." It's just
That is a good response right there. Creative.
tell us just a little bit about your background. Going back to your freshman year, have you always been a running back, or is this kind of a new revelation here over the last couple of years?
I mean, I've always been on the running back trail. I mean, played freshman football, Coach Tebow, and then just coming up, we had the COVID year, weird year, sophomore year, and then junior year, just came out with something to prove. And I mean, just kept grinding and got the job done. I feel like, yeah.
Kevin, did you have any personal goals or team goals coming into your senior season?
I want to say championship. I mean, the first in Eureka, that'd be amazing. I mean, I've known some of these guys since third grade, and it'd just be a blessing, to bring the first one to the town, it's a community, just amazing. Talk to coach about it every day during the off season and during the season. Just our goal.
If the 2022 Kevin Emanuel could go back to that Kevin Emanuel at 14 years old as a freshman, what advice would you give yourself your freshman year?
I mean, I just like there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's times that I was just doubting myself and doubting what I was capable of, and then just keep forward with it, man. Trust the process. Is that what I would say to them?
Well, what do you know about your opponent tomorrow? I want to say evening, but it's an afternoon game at 4:15. What are you guys going to have to do to come out on top in that contest?
We're just gonna have to start off fast. First game of the week, we didn't do that. We just all practice all throughout the week. We just been emphasizing we have to come out with energy and fast, and before we can just put the game away and just go home on a happy day.
All right. Well, again, Kevin, and we're visiting with Kevin Emanuel, 28 carries, 321 yards, 4 touchdowns in week one for Eureka High School. And again, congratulations on behalf of Missouri State. I did that last time on the Missouri Sports Network and Chevy dealers of the Ozarks, and best of luck Friday night.
Sir, it's an honor, sir. Thank you.
You bet. Coach Sumner, what from a head coaching standpoint, you're at Hazelwood West. One, it's a 4:15 start. Is there a game right after you? Is it a doubleheader?
No, I just think just the way it shakes out with their schedule and logistics, that it was the only way they can get it in. I think they normally play on Saturdays, but with the Labor Day weekend, I think moved it to a 4:15. We're not too sure, but just with our guys, Kevin kind of talked about it, just going out there, starting fast and working on what we got to do. And Eureka, taking care of Eureka is kind of the model coming into week 2.
You kind of handicap your conference a little bit. Who are your conference opponents, and then what district will you be in?
So our conference opponents right now, we have will be Hazelwood Central, Pattonville, Kirkwood. Goodness, I'm drawing a blank. They kind of shuffle a little bit there. And who did I miss there, Kevin?
I think it's Marquette.
And Marquette too. Thank you. That's our conference opponents. We're in the Suburban Gold. And then our district right now, goodness, we got MICDS in there. We have Lafayette's in our district this year, and Chaminade's in our district this year. I'm trying to think. I'm missing a couple of others off the top of my head.
Parkway West, I believe.
Parkway West is in there, and they shuffle around on us each year. So I gotta get. Obviously, we're focusing on that next week, and haven't got quite there yet on down all those things down. So we'll kind of start looking there as we keep moving in. So we're kind of nose down and first 2 weeks focus right now. So
yeah, hey, stay behind the pads.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, gentlemen, and Coach Sumner, thanks so much for setting this up and the help from your athletic director. And again, congratulations, Kevin, and best of luck as you go forward. And maybe we'll get to visit with you again.
Of course.
Awesome. Thanks for having us on.
You bet. You've been watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe. Be smart.